What's going on, guys? My name is Jam and Jellyman. Welcome to a game called Disturbed. Now this is an interactive horror story about a farmer. Hopefully it's a lot more interesting than that, but we're gonna get in here, we're gonna see what it's all about. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your falling farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt and your cow is sick. Oh, not old Bessie. For some time, the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you? You've made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. Good, let's do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. So I think this is one of those games where each decision you make, alters the storyline. So I'm probably going to ruin everything, but I guess we'll see how it plays out. Oh crap, I forgot what that even said. Let's go to the crops, because our crops are apparently dying. A path divides the crops you have labored so hard to prosper these past months. A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away and time is running short. Let's water them? Okay, let's go down the path. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. I don't know what would be helpful in a cave, but my curiosity is telling me to go. There is a faint whistle from the wind passing between the rocks. The temperature significantly cools as you enter the cave. You notice that there is a different smell, but you welcome it, comparing it to the deathly blight found outside. Let's go further into our utter demise. Of course! Before you take your next step, a large bear emerges from the darkness. You're a nice, cuddly bear, aren't you? You realize that you have made a terrible mistake, even thinking that something helpful can be in here. Yeah, exactly. Fight the bear. You know what? I'm gonna fight the bear. I think we can take him. He looks like a little bitch. Let's fight the bear. You scan the ground and notice that there are numerous rocks you can grab and throw at the bear. You begin to do so as the bear approaches you. He ain't got shit. One after another, you throw rocks as hard as you can. Uh-oh. The bear charges at you as you bend over to grab another rock. Tackling you to the ground, the bear bites into your neck. Your body quickly goes limp and you die. Well, see, I was picturing myself fighting the bear. I could obviously take the bear, but the farmer, he's probably weak and wilted. He might be old. You never know. So, yeah, that probably wasn't a good choice. Your adventure ends here. Well, that was the game, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna go again. Another day passes. Blah 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 blah. Made up your mind. We're gonna do something about it. Alright, let's read this time. Stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Alright, this time, let's go into the safety of our own house. Entering the house, you feel a subtle uneasiness, as if the growling blight outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you see, however, everything is the same as you left it. Perhaps this may be a good time to just lay in bed and wish that your problems will just go away. You fight the notion, but the temptation is still there. Don't we all do that? Don't we all just lay in bed and just pray that freaking everything, all the struggles will just go away? I do that all the time, and it never works. Read in your journal, open chest, lay in bed, go back outside. Let's see what's in the chest. You open the chest and find nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems you have less valuables than you anticipated. You close the chest. Wow, I am a very lame person. Read in your journal. Let's see what we said. Dear journal, another usual day on the farm. The crops are growing with good health. Bethan is also doing quite well, never disappointed with the milk she provides. If things continue to go well, I may be able to invest in more animals. A farmer can only be so social with a cow. Yeah, you might not want to read that out loud to people. Dear Journal, today has been an unfortunate day. Somebody broke into my shed and stole some things. I usually don't mind if someone steals a bite to eat from the garden, but to take my equipment, well, I put a lock on the door and hid the key. Nobody will ever get into my stuff again. Why would you not lock it in the first place? That's your first problem. Dear Journal, I woke up one night to a foul smell I've never come across before. I took a step outside to see what I could find, but I found nothing after searching about the farm. Whatever it is, it must be bad. I should make a trip to the city to see what this is about. Oh, so I'm assuming something much more ominous is going on. And not just the farm, like outside of it too. Well, we're not going to lay in bed, because that's... Or should we? Just to see what the... no, we're not going to lay in bed. Let's go to the shed. You attempt to open the shed door, but the door won't budge. You remember locking it in some time ago, but you can't remember what you did with the key. Really? Alright. I would assume that you probably hid it somewhere out here, so maybe... Path divides. Go into the pen. No! Bethan! A toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. The poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as a growing blight slowly begins to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand there, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot the ground. Poor Bethan. Grab a mushroom? Let's inspect the water. You inspect the water looking for anything abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl about like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in disgust. Yeah, you probably should have taken better care of your cow. I think that's your fault, dude. You kneel down and grab a mushroom. As you begin to rip it out of the ground, a cloud of spores spray from the mushroom. Your hands begin to burn and melt as you observe them. Ugh. Slowly, your body shrivels into a dark, moist consistency as the poison spreads. Jesus Christ, what kind of mushrooms are these? You die, eventually, after crawling about on the ground. Your adventure ends here. Is this just gonna be like looping times of just ridiculous deaths? Alright, so we went in the house. Let's go to the crops again. And I went to the pen. Alright, let's follow the path. I don't know where else I could go. Because no, we're not going into the cave. Oh, let's just continue. Okay. You come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. The wagon's probably just gonna combust and blow up, kill me. Like, oh, you have a wheel stuck in your forehead. You died. Your adventure ends here. You look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered about the scene. You notice the key on the ground during your search. There we go. You pick up the key and continue on your way. Okay, well, let's go. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack similar to the house you have on the farm. The man that lives here is a kind fellow from what you recall. Maybe he's home? Okay, let's check out the shack. You walk toward the structure and knock on the door. You scratch the back of your head, figuring that the person that lives here is currently occupied, if not elsewhere. You remember picking up a key from the wagon and you use it on the door. The door unlocks. You decide to help yourself in. Oh, so that wasn't our shed key. Observing the empty room, you realize something terrible must have taken place here. The room is a wreck, just like the wagon. That's kind of a weird observation to make. You are overcome with fear as you think of the man that used to dwell here. Let's look at the book. You pick up the book and start to flip through the pages. You discover that this is his journal. Reading a passage or two can't hurt. Today's trading went smoothly, thank goodness. What I am thrilled most about, however, is what one of my buddies mentioned to me at the conclusion of our day. Apparently, there is a pond nearby that has some of the biggest fish in the region. With a good catch, I can make enough to move things forward. I was caught off guard when he mentioned that nobody has been able to catch any from there. I guess your typical fishing rod won't do the trick. But what can be done about it then? Something to be intrigued about, I suppose. These past couple of weeks have been really rough for me. My trading business has gone under and I have lost nearly everything I own. This has pushed me to extremes, but that can't be helped now. I'm leaving this place forever, never to return. The land is dying and there's nothing but darkness here. And anyone reading this should leave while they can. You can't find a name to give this man, but regardless of the name, you got chills running down your spine. Should we follow his instructions and leave, or we're going to open the trapdoor? You observe the trapdoor and notice a lock keeping it closed. With the key, you unlock the hatch and get it open. Without thinking, you travel downward. Yeah, let's not... Ooh, that's not good. Walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. You notice immediately that there is a woman chained to the wall. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. You feel darkness surround you as you stay in this awful place. Is she alive? What? You tremble as you try to form words in your mouth. Woman, you there, let me out of here. The pressure of such a demand makes you freeze. You take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. What got you locked up to begin with? You'll never believe me, even if I told you the truth. Something brought you here. Please, have mercy on me. All of my instincts are telling me to free the woman because I feel bad. But at the same time, this is a game trying to kill you. So I would assume that she's going to try to kill me. We're going to free her. You approach the woman and unlock the shackles that bind her. As her arms become free, she moans in pain. Oh, thank you so much. The woman struggles to regain her strength, but starts to stand up on her own. As she gets up, she turns towards you. Hi, you're very... Yeah, that. I will now do you a favor. What seemed to be the face of a helpless woman disappears as a horrible image manifests itself before you. Yeah, excuse me, miss. I'm just gonna go lock the door. If you could just hang yourself back on the wall, that would be great. You feel the chilling grip of bone hands lock onto your arms. Energy flees from your body and you fall onto your knees. You feel the essence of your life slip away and everything goes black. It is unfortunate that your journey ends here. Alright. I want to finish this game, but at the same time, there's probably so many different ways that you can go, and I don't know how many there are. So I'm just going to leave it here, and if y'all want to play it for yourself, I'm going to leave the link to the game in the description. Maybe you can find some more. Well, there's definitely more stuff, so if you want to find it, by all means, be my guest. You can go find it for yourself. And I really enjoyed this game. I mean, it was pretty entertaining, and it was very creepy. It was... I mean, I'm still kind of confused on, like, the atmosphere and, like, what is even going on. But, and I'm sure... Whoa, music's very creepy, too. Yeah, I'm sure it probably somewhere it might say, you know, what's going on. But for now, I'm going to leave this game here, and if y'all want me to play more, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll definitely do another episode on this and try to find more endings. But yeah, guys, I hope y'all really liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. That helps out so much. And, but yeah, this was Disturbed, and I will see all you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.